Not lazy, and you're definitely not broken. You're being running on a nervous system that has never learned how to feel safe about doing less. And you push yourself through exhaustion so many times, and it stopped feeling like a danger zone, a red flag, and it just starts to feel absolutely normal. Don't worry, I've been there. My name's Pui. Today I want to show you why that happens in your body and something deeper than your body, which is your subconscious mind. Before I get into that, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel if these meditation or these topic resonates with you. Burnt out isn't a willpower. Usually the suffering comes from something simple, and that is something that we actually rarely talk about. It is usually an inability to sit with our own thoughts. We are so disconnected to ourselves that we are unable to sit with our feelings into stillness or feel what sensation is connected to our physical side. So when your brain tags an internal sensation or something happens around you, such as this threat, even though there isn't one, the response is either avoidance, withdrawal, just running away. And the avoidance doesn't actually feel like avoidance from inside. It feels like overwhelming, overthinking, and it starts staying busy. For example, people who have insomnia. I remember there was a time when I had severe insomnia. I couldn't sleep. I would get up in the early mornings. I'd be tossing and turning, and I would just get so irritated that I would get up and start cleaning the bathroom, the kitchen, tidying up, because the overthinking was just so overwhelming. The productivity that I was doing was avoiding what was actually going on in my subconscious mind. I was avoiding going deeper into what I actually felt, and I wasn't feeling the feelings that I was feeling in my body. And that is a subconscious loop. It is a threat that avoids everything, and it repeats. And it gets to a point where it's exhausting. And it's not because you consciously wanted to avoid the threats or the avoidance. It's just that your nervous system has been built this way, where it's keeping or storing the suppressed emotions. And when this happens, this becomes a burnt out, and it becomes a point where the subconscious mind will start to replay the same program. For example, if you had a workplace that was mean to you, and that triggered your nervous system to overstimulate. Now, once you get out of that job, that program, that subconscious mind will keep replaying until you start to feel and understand why that you are acting the way that you are acting, and why you are getting the symptoms that you are receiving. Why do sensory load comes first? So this is something that gets missed constantly in the wellness space. Real change requires meeting your nervous system, the actual needs, which is safety, security, and balance. But before you can actually do anything deeper work or more aspirational work, the shadow work, the self-actualization, the becoming, if your sensory load is still high and your body is still flooded with all these traumas, these fight, flight, survival mode, then none of the conscious work, the high work, can actually work. So it's like a temporary release. Let's just say massage or sound healing. These are just surface level work. And you can do all the journals all you want and all your shadow work all day long, but if your body doesn't feel safe, it won't integrate. So the sensory load has to come down first, and only then does the deeper work have somewhere to go. So many times I hear so many clients say to me, I've done so much work, why is this not working? It's because the body didn't want that. The body didn't need that. The logic mind, the frontal cortex, thought it needed that. Or the trend on social media thought that it needs that. So how do you hear your own limited beliefs? A lot of us are in the logic mind. We use our frontal cortex to logically think our way out of things. This is where the disconnection comes in. People do not feel what is actually happening in the body. They cannot sit in stillness. And underneath us, where the overthinking, the limited beliefs are really rooted in, and they show up as different ways as language. For example, I don't deserve to slow down. I'm not someone who rests well. People will think that I am lazy. I don't. I am not. I am. People will notice every time I say this, what is happening in your body, not in your mind, but in your body, and just notice them. I'm not asking you to change this right now, but just notice what comes up in your body. So here's what I notice when I'm working with people on patterns like this. Some of them don't feel like they belong to this lifetime. I work with the Akashic Records, and I also do functional neurokinesiology, where we work with the subconscious mind. And today we're going to talk about the Akashic Records. So Akashic, the word actually comes from Sanskrit, meaning ether or space, one of the 5 elements of nature. It also refers to an energetic field, a non-physical plane where the records of past, present, and even possible future timelines are held. This is often called the Book of Life, a vibrational storehouse of information encoded in that field. There are some patterns that we carry, the exhaustion that feels older than our own history, the belief that don't trace that to any memory. I'm just going to guide you to a clearing of the Akashic Records. I want you to use your breath, and you do not need to be breathing like this all the way through the meditation if you get tired. So how are you going to breathe? I'm going to guide you, and you're going to breathe just through your mouth only. To inhale, I want you to squeeze your lips together so you suck in the air through your mouth, straw, and then I want you to exhale and drop the jaw. So let's just practice that a couple of times. Inhale like you're sucking through a straw through the mouth. Exhale and drop the jaw. Inhale like you're sucking through a straw. Exhale, drop the jaw. For now, you can just breathe in your normal breath. Take 3 deep breaths. Bring your awareness to your heart and see or feel a beautiful golden ball of light coming out of your heart, expanding, growing until it fully covers your body and all of your energy bodies. You are now in the golden ball of light. This protects you, heals you, and gives you full clarity. You will now start floating, going up beyond this room, beyond the space you are in, beyond the city, beyond planet Earth, passing through the stars, planets, and universes, feeling lighter and lighter. I will count from 5 to 1, and when I say 1, you'll be at the door of the Akashic Records. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now at the door of the Akashic Records. You will now go into the healing chamber and lie down on the healing bed. Start to breathe through the mouth and exhaling through the mouth. Breathing in through the mouth and exhaling through the mouth. Fasten the pace. Slow pace. Keep breathing. You are safe and sound. Now fasten the pace. Now I deactivate. I am only valuable when I am productive. Keep breathing. Through the mouth and out the mouth. Now I deactivate. I don't deserve to rest until everything is done. Fasten the pace of the breath through the mouth and out the mouth. Now I deactivate. People will think that I'm lazy, unreliable if I slow down. Keep the breath steady. Fasten the pace of the breath. Now I deactivate. I am the only one who can do this properly. Keep breathing through the mouth and not dropping the jaw. Now I deactivate. I don't get to feel tired, overwhelmed. Keep the breath steady. Extracting, disintegrated and transmuted into the violet flame into Mother's Earth. Come back to your breath, still your eyes closed. You will now gently come back to Mother Earth, going deep into Mother Earth's heart center, grounding yourself and anchoring yourself. Stay there for a few moments. Focus on the soles of your feet. See golden roots going out of your feet into Mother Earth, stabilizing and balancing your energy just like a strong, tall tree. You will now gently bring up the energy from your feet, up towards your knees, up towards your spine, spread into your chest and shoulders, your arms, hands and fingers, up to your head and the top of your head. Take 3 deep breaths and open your eyes when you are ready. You can pause or just come to the end of the video. If any of this felt familiar, the exhaustion, the overthinking, the sense that this pattern goes back further than you can explain, that's not something to fix through willpower. It's something to meet and to release at the level it actually lives. What you did with me was just a taste of what's possible, a guided release that you can do this on your own. But some patterns are more specific to you, more layered, and need to be met one-to-one. That's what Break the Loop sessions are for, clearing this at the subconscious level personally with support. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time.